The season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get about 3. He's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
On 2nd and 7, Watson steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, Thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. On second down, it's Bell. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man is Trey Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to grab a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Texans' 19-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up.
Watson on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Colts.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Bell. And this thing gets blown up way behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
No, I can't go and roll. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change names, I like to believe.
Go, go, go. Shift. Shift. Watch the shift.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A screen to Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Watson. On the move to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Bro, my guys keep jumping.
Here by one of the Texans up front.
Again, bro, stop freaking moving.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. After the penalty, it's Jones. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw, Watson. He may try and run for this.
Oh my God.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
9 yards.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Jones on the carry.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll go down at the 28.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 34 yards there and a 1st down. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and found the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Floyd brought him down. A gain of 5. First down, Houston.
Here's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. No chance.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Oh my God,
look at this.
bro.
Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
Yeah. Good job. Come on now, let's do this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Bridgewater.
First down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to number
Now the
82.
offense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Watson. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Complete to
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check Mike 44. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Bruh.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play.
And the Texans scoop it. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike. You don't want that, baby. Hey, 59. Hey, you don't want to see 59. You don't want it. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Hey, check my eyes, go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down. Now Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because...
No way!
Turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by
No way, bro.
These guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Bro, how is he getting this stuff, bro? So stupid, man.
As they're able to convert.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller since that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen.
Oh my God, bro.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Crowder on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 43.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Down, Colts.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 41, Texans 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings
Bro, why did he come back like that, dog?
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Quarterback up to the court. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 45's the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. 45.
Throwing again. Watson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought
Bro, what?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Julian Blackman able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1st down, Bridgewater. And there is
No
Amari
way he
Cooper, his
caught
first
that, bro.
catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's big. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's got Jack Doyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Hey, check my 45. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Jones hit and the ball's out. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
We got this.
From the gun, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
This is Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be thrown out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Bruh.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air yet again, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
9 yards.
Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Number 33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what's been a one-sided affair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. That brings up 4th.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll try and run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Recovered by the offense. Today's final
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.